Good day. Many years ago, I loved Minecraft, and I played it so much, well, I basically built a giant Minecraft world. Now, as you can see, this is Minecraft Beta 1.4_01. I haven't booted this up in years. Now, why am I running such an old version of Minecraft, you may ask? Well, essentially, I modded it considerably so I could be able to have airplanes and things of that nature. Nothing really amazing, and I can't imagine what the mods are like today. And really, I stopped updating because I didn't want to have to constantly update the mods, mainly because I was lazy and I just wanted to hurry up and build shit. Now then, today, we are going to take a look at my Minecraft world. Now, we already did this some time ago, but we're going to do it again. Why? Because I only showed a fraction of it. Minecraft is the one crafting game that I have played a considerable amount. And judging by, well, all of this, you guys can probably tell just how much I've actually built in the time that I played the game. These days, I don't particularly like it because it got away from its crafting game roots and basically became sort of like an adventure game of some description. I loved Minecraft back when it was all about the building. Now, the thing is, I did not, of course, mine all the iron to make these iron blocks, nor make all the glass. I eventually, after playing it a little while... Oh, and I forgot to mention, because I'm so used to seeing it, I am using a high-res texture pack. This high-res texture pack was created by an individual whose name I no longer remember, and I no longer remember where I got it either. But it was specially created for Timpedia and myself. They actually had some of the Nerd Station stuff before that website got shut down. So yeah, this is pretty much how I've played Minecraft the entire time. I don't know where you get the high-res texture pack or anything like that. Basically, the only reason why this video is getting made is because I was sorting through the stuff on my external and I came across my backed up Minecraft save and I was like, hey, why don't I show this off? Now, it would be nice if I could show this off with Mizio, and that's something that's really quite depressing on my end, but you know what? We're going to take a look at it ourselves. And so, the first episode of this little mini-series, of course, is going to be looking at the stuff that I actually made via actual mining. This was actually the initial starting biome. That's really because, as a Minecraft 1.4 beta, that is, you didn't have the ability to move a spawn point via a bed. So really, I just sort of built up a variety of things around the actual spawn point, which is right here. This is the point by which all of this was created. And so we start here, and we enter through here. Most of the stuff that you see that's cobblestone is original, non-modded-in stuff. Of course, we're going to take a look at the very first Minecraft housing unit that I built. This, of course, was a very early mine here, as you can no doubt see, with all the various chests and crafting stations and things of that nature. But we, of course, will leave the spawn antechamber and head directly to, not the shipyard, but that was also something else that I built myself using mined materials, but we're going to head to the Primary Operations Complex Transfer Tunnel. Now, of course, some of this has been changed over time. We're not actually going to take the fast travel system. We're going to walk. Why? Because I had to do this a lot before I finally started modding it. But all of this was personally built via mined cobblestone, which wasn't really that difficult, but nor was it necessarily easy. It was very tedious, to say the least. And every time I'd die, I'd have to go all the way back there and walk through this tunnel system. Now, why is there a tunnel system, you may ask? That's because, as we all remember from Minecraft, there's creepers, there's various monsters and things of that nature. And I wanted to build a tunnel system where nothing could spawn in and attack. This, of course, would later be replaced with the trains and things of that nature. And I like making tunnels. Tunnels are something that I make a lot of in this particular game. This here was, of course, something that was personally built. There had to be a nice little open area. This is where you can see just the massive number of things I've built in this particular world. It's amazing I spent this amount of time. This here, the atrium here, was actually pretty bloody difficult to make with non-cheated in materials or the ability to, well, fly. The flight command was a lot of fun, to say the least. This is where I'd have to, like, build things up with, like, dirt and things of that nature. Making paintings without just cheating them in. Oh my good god, ladies and gentlemen, was that tough. I was pretty proud of this particular little thing here. But as we go down... Oh yeah, and also this was just supposed to... I like making this thing as detailed as I possibly can make it, with like little steps and things of that nature. Now we will go into the main housing unit proper. Now, initially there wouldn't be like a... There would not be a switch there initially. And also this, the bunker and the library, that's something that was added later, but this tunnel was here. But we'll look at that in a minute. Oh yeah, the aerodrome here, that is actually something that was personally built. The actual living area went through a lot of different incarnations to get where it is today. Here, of course, is just the initial fabrication area. It, of course, changed over time as well, but this is pretty much what it looked like for the longest time. Just a simple, unassuming gray room. Of course, the living area. This was something that was built at the very last because it actually uses some fairly difficult to acquire materials. I say fairly difficult. Materials that are somewhat more rare, like the brick here. You have to get clay and all that. That is a big ass picture of Darth Vader. Of course, this is the Minecraft TV set. You see, like I tried to figure out ways to make sort of technology out of stuff that really isn't there, and also this little book, this little book end here, that was tough. Making books was at one point pretty difficult to do. I don't remember... Oh, it's a dispenser of some description. I put that just because it looked cool. But yeah, this is the Minecraft TV set. Power on, power off, and you change channels by hitting a lever. If you look in there, in order to make it look like it's actually on, there's two torches in there. But this was the initial entertainment area, living quarters thing. It's supposed to be perfectly safe from all the various enemies and things of that nature. But this, of course, is absolutely nothing compared to what we're about to see. Because we got the tunnel system. This is where we can... actually, before we go in here, let's actually go in here. And let's smack... Actually, we'll just walk past this. Because I don't actually have a pickaxe on me right now. I should probably pick up one. This, of course, is actually a locomotive, but we're supposed to walk. This actually leads to the initial mining area in the actual housing unit. Once again, the library was not here, but we'll take a look at that later in the next episode. This, of course, was actually here, but this bunker area wasn't. Essentially, the bunker area would be added a lot later. This was actually just initially just a hole in the ground that led to a mine that I later would turn into the bunker. It's supposed to be if we're under attack by creepers or something. But this whole tunnel would stretch all the way back here, which would lead to a variety of other places, other mining zones and things of that nature. It's amazing, you can't really go anywhere in this initial spawn area without seeing something that I've built. But there's still a pretty good amount of space that hasn't had anything built on it yet. And I always like to try to keep everything as camouflaged as possible, like entrances and exits. It doesn't really work anymore, primarily because, well, I've built just so much crap. Do I have a minecart? No, I don't. I was going to actually just have us ride back, but I guess we can walk. As you can see, I hate just the walking. If we didn't have the powered minecarts, we basically... it would take, like, maybe not days, but it'd take a very long time to get to where everything is in this particular world of mine, because it is huge. Oh, and this is the farming area, so food can be made. This was actually not that difficult. Initially, this was actually... Oh yeah, there you go. See the lava? I built the house next to some lava because I thought it was cool. And then I built that over that, so... Also because I thought it was cool. Now, as I started to expand out into the Minecraft world for more mining zones, I would build my tunnel system. I thought this was actually kind of cool, building this under the ice. I always tried to make it a little bit more unique as time went on, but really, I wanted to be able to get from point A to point B without dying. And so what that basically meant was tunnels, and a lot of them. And what we have here, of course, is just your average cobblestone tunnel that just all the crap that we got, that you usually get as you build stuff. This is pretty much what that would be used for. I didn't just throw it away or keep it in chests. So I'd use it on the tunnels. And this was actually something that I was particularly proud of. A later mod would make this a lot easier, but at the time, I thought this was an interesting little thing here. We got the observation area, the little undersea lab, I like to call it. Essentially, this is where I tried to use some brick, but I ran out, so I just went straight to cobblestone. This is built under the water. This was one of my... This, of course, was a very early construction. I just wanted to see if I could build something underwater, and I did. Next, we're going to take a look at the Frank Castle. Ha 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 ha. This, of course, is an undersea mine. Actually, I'm surprised this has not been turned. And for some reason, Minecraft crashed. But moving on, we got the undersea mine. As you can see, it's just your typical mine. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's long since been drained of any sort of minerals. It's definitely a lot easier to cheat everything, and at least when it comes to building. I know the whole survival mode nonsense, but you know what? I don't want to spend all my time trying to build a pickaxe. I want to use the pickaxe. And besides, I've more than earned my cheats. So, of course, we have to be able to have our castle, because everybody wants to have a castle. As you can see, that's the much faster way to travel here, is via the rail line that leads to here, but that was initially how we got here, was through that undersea tunnel. As you can see, this is a very small castle. I've been tempted to build a bigger castle, but I simply have not been... I just have not really been inspired to do so. This is less of a castle, more of a citadel, I guess you could say. But this was cooked stone, which Minecraft vet... Did I really knock down a torch? Really? I don't even know where this torch went. It's gonna go there. Anyway, let's keep going. But cooked stone takes a while to make, and it gets annoying trying to constantly just get enough stone to make it. So that's why it's a very, very small construction. There's barely anything in here. Oh wait, we missed it. We missed this entire zone here. It's amazing how small these things are. This is where I kept all the gold shit, as you can see, because this is the castle. It's got to have royal shit in it. Of course, there's the observation area. This wasn't necessarily that difficult to make. And I know we're seeing all the boring crap, but this is sort of the rise of General Lotz's Minecraft world. Because before we could make all that cool stuff out there, as you can see, we had to make all this boring stuff. Because we had to get to where we could actually make cool shit. Alright, so now we're going to head back into the primary operations complex. And we are going to take a look. You know, I really wish I'd actually not had the bright idea to... Actually, we'll make a shortcut here. Make a shortcut, just jump down here, but it'd be nice if I could use my goddamn minecarts, because you'll see how fast those things go, and just how much easier it is to get around. But we're going old school today, ladies and gentlemen. We're going classic. Oh yeah, there of course is the... This of course is the exterior to this initial operations complex. We got all the lava, and we got some little bits of water. It doesn't really look like much, but, well, once again, we gotta start somewhere. Okay, we need to actually go to that little observation Gediben, but I'm not entirely sure how you get there. It's amazing how there's just so much shit that I can't remember exactly how you get anywhere. I think we go this way. I think. Therefore, I do not know. We'll also check out the aerodrome. The aerodrome was the very last construction, with the shipyard being right before this, but we're closer to this than we are the shipyard. The aerodrome was actually horrifically difficult, and you'll actually see the mine that was used. To air traffic control tower. As you can see, anything steel is way later, and of course, this would be the easier way to go, via the rail line. There are many different ways to get around the Minecraft world fast, but I found the rail line to actually be the most reliable. Flying planes is somewhat difficult, and we'll get to that in just a moment. But here, of course, and while the sun is setting, it actually looks kind of cool. But as you can see here, this was an observation zone, observation port that I built out of cobblestone as one of my initial constructions. I wanted something built up really high so I could see. It's amazing just how much there is. I just had forgotten just how much I had built. But that is that. Now we're going to go see the aerodrome. There's probably a console command to ensure that it'll be light outside. In fact, I think we'll just use the bed. I think that'll advance time. But I forget what the console command is. I've forgotten all the console commands in the intervening years. But this, of course, was the initial underground tunnel. I think we'll actually be able to see the mining area. I hope we do, because I remember mining out a fuck ton of stone. Just amazing. Here it is. There's a bed. Because usually near any construction zone, there's always a bed to advance the time. Because when I built these initial things, I, of course, had it on, like, normal difficulty, so I had to fight zombies and things of that nature. But here is all the stone that I had to mine out. This aerodrome being done the legit way took about as long as you could imagine. All of this was just solid stone, and it had to be removed. I wanted to use this room for something at some point, but I never could figure out what to construct it, what to put in here. So it's just sort of stayed as a testament to how much time and effort it took to make this airport. Now, as we get into the cheated in stuff, you'll see full ladders, not just partial ones. Let's go to sleep, ladies and gentlemen. Remember when this... Now, of course, this is back before I could set your spawn point. It's just amazing how far Minecraft has come. And I still prefer old 1.4. Because 1.4 was awesome. Now, here we go. We are now in the aerodrome, ladies and gentlemen. The airport. And this was, of course, built without any mods whatsoever. No, nothing was cheated in. I had to build this giant building, this massive edifice, out of cobblestone. That's why the plane is made of cobblestone. That's why the helicopter is made of cobblestone. Because, let's face it, whenever you're building anything, it's always going to be made out of cobblestone. These hangars are made out of cobblestone. Initially, there was nothing in these hangars, but as you can see, this is why it required such a huge amount of mining. Because, well, to make anything in this game, you need a lot of resources. Now, the planes aren't really all that useful, and I no longer know the console commands to even make them, so we're not even going to bother taking off in any of them, because I don't want them to be broken. Unless, of course, we have some spare planes in the chests. We got some spare parts for a plane. And oh, we got a spare plane. Here we go. This is hilarious. It runs on coal. We'll fly one of those later, because these are just supposed to sit there and look cool, but initially there was going to be nothing in the hangars, but this was actually supposed to be the plane. And as you can see, actually we'll take off in the biplane a little bit later. That might be like the last episode where we just fly around everything, but as you can see, it's the best I could do with what I had. It's a plane. It's a plane. It actually is based on something. This is actually based on a Lego airplane that I happen to have and still have. It's not in like a million pieces. It's still together. It's actually my favorite Lego airplane. It's part of an Indiana Jones ripoff kind of thing. Obviously, this thing can never fly, but imagination, you know? Imagination. Let's see. How do we even get back on here? I think I actually might have included a ladder or something. No, I didn't. We certainly are up in the clouds. There's a helicopter made of cobblestone and cookstone because Minecraft logic. Oh, damn it all. Let's get back on here. And now, we might actually even be missing stuff, because I honestly don't remember where everything is or whatever. Oh no, we still got to go further out. Now that I think of it, yeah. So we're not even close to being through with my mined materials, because I spent a lot of time mining in this game. You guys are gonna watch it. You guys are gonna see just how crazy I was. Okay, here's my primitive design for an elevator. This would eventually be abandoned because, well, going up a ladder just took less time. It takes a while getting up, but going down, it's slightly easier, I suppose. And here we go. That could be construed as sexual, I just realized. Oh well. This, of course, is like the Minecraft air traffic control panel. It's the best I could do, with a torch that you can kind of see, but it works, damn it. Use your imaginations. That's what they're there for. And, of course, we climb up here to the air traffic control tower. And we can see all that there is in the world today. And of course we're spending like no time on this, but it all took like days. Days and days to build. And see, look how fast that goes. It's like a nice little elevator, but yeah. Okay, and let's just head down here. Actually, no. No. Instead of waiting to use this in another episode, because it'll actually take less time since we're not minecarting about. Let's plop that airplane down there. Let's hop in this. Or actually, wait, no. Reload. Yeah, you reload it. And that thing's going to stop working. That propeller. The planes in this version are really buggy. Okay, we're going to go take a look at the Dockyard now. Where the Minecraft pirate ship. I no longer remember the controls. I don't even know how to Oh, there we go. It's shift. Shift and space goes up and down. Okay. There was a time when I considered building an airport, and did for a while. I built an airport at just about every location, only come to find out that the planes are very finicky, for want of a better word. As you'll see down there, we'll get to this a little bit later. That steel construction there is the very early train tunnels. The train tunnels would later... Oh yeah, there's the Minecraft rocket base, which we'll be looking at today as well. But the train tunnels I used to want to have them be fully enclosed steel constructions. There is the airport out there. A much bigger version of the Minecraft airport. Let's turn around here and land real quick. This airport here we'll take a look at this airport now, but this was all cheated in materials. Let's hope the plane doesn't fly apart. This is why... Okay, it didn't. But the planes like to fly apart. There's just a very small hangar there. Let's go up here to take a look at this. Because once again, this is a very simple air traffic control tower. But I like to be thorough when it comes to my details. And there we go. I'm pretty sure it's not a very good air traffic control tower. You can't really see that well out of there. It's just kind of predicated. But the planes they fly apart way too easily, and they're not nearly as fast as the trains. And also the trains gave me an excuse to build a bunch of crap. Which I like, and I don't think there's a door over here, and there is not. This, of course, is just the train line to actually get over here. But there's the Minecraft pirate ship, where it's actually just the Minecraft ship in general. All this wood was, of course, mined. I do find it funny that the cannons are just cobblestone, but once again, it's the best we could do with what we had at the time. And the sails is wool that was harvested legitimately as well. I'm not sure why there's a Minecraft computer in here, but there is, because, well, why not? I mean, pirate ships might have had Minecraft computers. It's imagination. And of course, there's a flag that flies the old Nerd Station logo. Those were the days. I'm thinking we might actually take a plane and skip a bit, so we don't have to spend a lot of time walking. Of course, here's the bridge here with another Minecraft computer. This, of course, is the Enterprise, because why not? There's a book and a compass, which seems adequate. This, of course, has a couple of decks. With the cannons, each with a lever that's supposed to launch a cannonball that doesn't exist. And, of course, what's this big hole in the ship? That's supposed to be for cargo. They lure the cargo down, like food and crap like that. Where's the privy on the ship? There isn't, because Minecraft. You just metabolize all your food. And besides, I couldn't be arched to do it. These chests are supposed to be cargo. Here's the crew quarters, of which it's a crew of 1. So, oh yeah, and we got paintings, so that we all don't go mad. Now, realistically, where all the refuse is supposed to go is the bilge, which, since this is the lowest deck, it's all going to come down here. Oh yeah, machine shop. Did I show that? Yeah, there's the machine shop. There, of course, is a couple of Minecraft ships later in the world that are, of course, way better than this. But this was, once again, still learning, still using materials. Now, I made this entire structure here out of wood just to kind of go with the whole rustic aesthetic. Yeah, we'll go look at that flying fortress thing over there in just a minute. Let's see. And, of course, this is just where basic crap has been stored. Not really much. But we got the development floor, because, you know, if you're going to build a building, you got to build it in the most insane manner possible, because why not? I'm tempted to actually make a really weird building with like all kinds of switchbacks and things, but I just haven't been, I'm not sure if I can really get into Minecraft anymore. And I find it funny that we had to go through that. We're not going to go back down that elevator because there's a hole right there that I had to knock out for the train. Now these little signs here. This is the old Nerd Station logo. Those were the days. But anyway, these are supposed to be, you know, drawing boards for the ship. Here, of course, is a Minecraft computer, because, well, we had to have Minecraft computers. Why is there a creeper on there? Because we're trying to make creeper-proof armor, and we haven't exactly succeeded at that just yet. I realized that airplane is actually going to be quite useful to show some of the further stuff, so we don't have to walk a lot. I mean, I would like to show that, because I did spend a lot of time building it, but, you know, it'll take forever. Now, this flying fortress we're walking to was built mainly because when I first played Minecraft, I played it with Timpedia. And him and I spent hours and hours playing it, of course. But in our very first server, which eventually got corrupted, which really fucking pisses me off. It was actually whilst we were trying to record it, so yeah, there's that. And the FRAS file got damaged. There was like just some random floating blocks. And what we ended up doing was building a flying fortress out of it. This is sort of me trying to recapture that. And I find it hilarious. There's an iron shovel and a stone shovel here. And a bit of this flying fortress is made out of grass. This, of course, is the USS Clark. New horizons await. That's sort of an in-joke for Tim TD and I. We used to play Sins of Solar Empire a great deal, and then Mizio and I would play Sins of Solar Empire a great deal, and the little Protev colony frigate would always say, New horizons await. And, of course, that's all that there is of this thing. Just yet another thing that is imagination powered. And it's getting dark. It's a good thing all the monsters are turned off for this particular thing. I would like to have actually done something with those cliffs, but never got around to it. Now, what's that big pile of dirt, or big dirt pole, without sounding sexual? That there is actually a marker. That was an early way of not getting lost. So I'd always know where a mine was. I just use dirt to remind me of where something is, because there was once a mine over here, as you can see. Or maybe it's still here. Ah, it is still here! Mining Complex G. Oh yeah, there's like a huge number of... all the mining complexes at one time were numbered and things of that nature. I'm pretty sure all of this has long since been mined out. But there's a mining complex, and that's what that dirt thing there is for. I don't think I mined out any of that, or I might have. This game still can get kind of creepy at times, just with these giant yawning chasms. But at night, as we go to the airplane, at night, we can actually see a bunch of really... since I build torches everywhere, everything just sort of glows at night. Especially the awesome train tunnels. I really am quite proud of the train tunnels, just of the way they look. They look really cool. And this looks kind of unique to me. I wasn't quite expecting them to turn out that well, because they're made as just simple utilitarian things, just to get from point A to point B without dying. But they really turned out to be really, really awesome. There's a mic. Wow, I'm walking into the water. Let's try not to drown on our way to the aircraft. But as you can see, you know, just riding a train is a bit safer than flying a plane. Well, that rhymes, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people would say that. Those planes, them flying machines, they be dangerous. Oh yeah, this mod had this texture pack, of course, had a lot of Star Wars influences, which is why the moon is the Death Star. So yeah, because we like the Death Star. It is cool. It causes things to find their deaths. Now, let's try to get this thing back up in the air without it flying apart. Oh yeah, that's another reason why I don't particularly like just using planes, and that is because it's dark now. And finding where we want to go is not going to necessarily be all that easy. Which is bad because, well, we want to be able to go around at any time. There, of course, is more... Here, of course, we have are more tunnels. A lot more bloody tunnels. We'll just fly along it. There's, of course... That was the island. That was an island that I considered an island. Oh, there's a... who cares? There's a building over here that we could explore for a moment. I don't know what that glowing bit is. It looks like just a random torch. But anyway, there's a building on that island that goes like into a thing. But we'll look at that in a minute. There, of course, are more marker blocks. But this leads all the way... Oh, here's Forest Island. And eventually we will end up at a location where there will be something of interest. Both that thing up there, both that Minecraft rocket base and what we're about to go see next. Which, of course, hey, there's a minecart just randomly on the ice. Now, let's see. Where should we land this plane without it flying apart? We'll land it right here. We should be able to take off from the ice. Well, it just automatically stops when you get out of it. Makes it very, convenient. Really? Knocked another torch off. But see, this, of course, is just stuff that I've built myself. It's just crazy how much time I spent. Okay, to Stargate Command Bunker, because I love Stargate. Had to build a Stargate Command with the Nether portal. And let's actually make it daylight, shall we? Now, we're not going to explore the Nether, because there's a lot of shit there, as you can imagine. I ended up tearing down the original old Nether base and replacing it with the awesome one that exists today, which is kind of annoying. Or maybe I built it out of it, I don't remember, but it's all steel and everything. But here's the original Stargate command bunker. Yeah, it's pretty bloody basic. But once again, it took a while to make, as you can no doubt imagine. It's because everything in this bloody game takes a long time to make. To the gate room! I said to the gate room, damn it! But there's the Stargate command ops. It's just... Believe me, without the fly command, oh my god, is it annoying trying to get blocks built. And here, of course, is the Stargate itself. Unfortunately, I would not make a more authentic Stargate as time would go on. The better Stargate room is just your basic nether portal. I realize now I could probably have made a more realistic looking Stargate, but oh well. I'm actually going to head back and look at some more boring stuff, of which they are tunnels. The tunnels. The mini tunnels that I would walk through so much. Oh my god. This is bringing back memories. This is why I built those trains, man. Just walking back and forth every bloody where was horribly annoying. And you guys are going to watch it! I had to suffer, man. I had to suffer so much, it's not even funny. And of course, here is just a little structure I built to lead to yet another mine. That's the prototype elevator right there, actually. There's we got a bed, processing facility. Smack that open. To mining cavern system G. Wasn't there another cavern system? Maybe I never really got the system down right. I don't remember. Either I had a really complicated one, or I'm remembering that wrong and trying to make myself sound like I'm really intelligent. Okay, so we made it out of there. But I'm trying to show every bit that I can, just so you guys can grasp how much there is, and also just in case I ever lose my Minecraft data, which it's backed up on so much crap. Okay, here's the forest island, where a bunch of trees were cut down. It was deforested for that awesome Godiban thing. I don't think there's anything around here, actually. I have a feeling... Yeah, that's just going to lead us back to the Frank Castle. But now we got to check out the Minecraft rocket, and I think that's it. I think. That's it, and I almost fell to my doom. Let's see. Oh yeah, we do need to go down here. Because this is, of course, a very early version of a transfer station, because you guys are going to see just how many transfer stations there are. Because my Minecraft world is massive and sprawling to the point where you kind of have to have just a fuck ton of these transfer stations to get from point A to point B. And I don't even know how long it would take to go from the spawn point all the way out to the furthest location. I can only imagine that it would probably take like 5 or 10 minutes just to get there. I can't imagine how long it would take to walk. Now, as you can see, even though we got all these tunnels, we haven't really come that far. It seems like it, but we really haven't. Okay, so we're going to take off and land next to that Minecraft rocket, because I had to try to make a rocket in this particular game, because I love sci-fi and regular fi, I guess. I'm going to also mention that rail line over there in just a moment. Okay, there is the Minecraft rocket. Let's fly around it for a moment while we try to find a place to land, which we're going to land right there. This is if you land too steep, sometimes the plane flies apart, or sometimes it doesn't. But when I actually got planes, I realized just how small my Minecraft constructions actually were. Now, I'll tell you why there's minecarts there in just a moment, because I just remembered why. And the reason was, when I first got the ability to just spawn anything I wanted, I didn't have the infinitely powered minecarts yet, which is what I'm using mostly. Now, here's the Minecraft rocket base. Here's an interesting thing. I remember exactly what I was doing when I was building this rocket base, and I was trying to play D&D through Skype, and it was horribly boring. But anyway, before I got the infinitely powered minecarts, what I had to do was try to build these roller coaster kind of things. Now, I did not need nearly that many furnaces, or I might have. Something makes me think that I actually needed that many furnaces to make this quickly. Space dev. This is where you build the space rocket, which probably isn't even close to realistic, but then again, imagination! Oh yeah, the rocket nozzle is of course made out of obsidian, because I tried my best with that. You can actually enter into the rocket, believe it or not, which I found kind of cool. But I essentially made a bunch of roller coaster like things, so that I guess you can't get into the rocket. Well, I thought you could, but apparently not. Oh no! Oh, crap. Well, I died. And we get spawned right back here. And since I don't feel like going all the way back there, that was the rocket. But I basically had to make a bunch of roller coaster things to get there and back, and it was horribly difficult, and they all got torn down and replaced with the rail lines we see today. And with that, this is Lotz, ending the first episode of my Minecraft retrospective.